Okay, so it's the year 2035. We're 11 years in the future, but 10 full seasons have gone. So, a little bit about my game on here, if you haven't watched any of my videos before. So, I started at Chelmsford, I've done 3 seasons there, got 2 promotions in that time, which then got me the job offer at Lincoln City, who were near the bottom of the championship, managed to keep them up, and then we sort of finished, we were pushing for playoff places by the time I got offered the job at Bilbao. I didn't really know much about the strict transfer policy at Bilbao, so I thought it was a really good offer. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't have gone there, certainly wouldn't go there again. I've done a whole video about that if you haven't seen that, but we done alright. We finished 4th a couple of seasons in a row, still doing alright. Then I got offered a job at RB Leipzig, and they had so much money, and it was nice to have sort of a free reign of the transfer market again. And I bought well and managed to win the league twice for them, so that was really good. I then got offered the job of England manager, and I decided to leave RB Leipzig because I want to be a bit more realistic. There's not many managers who do club and country at the same time. Had a couple of years at the England job, didn't really enjoy it, to be honest. We had a World Cup and got knocked out in the quarterfinals by France, who eventually went on to win it. So I left the England job after winning the World Cup. I would have stayed if we'd have won it, and I'd have tried to win the Euros, but they don't have. We'll look at players in a little while, but there's not good strikers coming through for England. I was still using Phil Foden. I was using Phil Foden as a striker because our striking options were so limited, and he seemed to be the best we had. Yeah, so I left that, and you'd think, winning the Bundesliga a couple of times, being the England manager, you think I'd have some half-decent job offers, but I tried to get the Villa job and the Leeds job, who are both sort of mid-table Premier League clubs. They weren't having none of it. I got offered a job at Coventry, who are like bottom of the Championship, and I did get offered the job at Southampton, who were bottom of the Premiership, and they're not anymore, thanks to me. So, as you can see, it says we're 10th. So we're actually on a good run at the moment. We had a little bad run, but when we're playing the teams below us, sort of bottom half teams, we're doing quite well. So yeah, there we are. We won 10 games. They had 1 point when I joined. So yeah, what we got to do is look at past winners. And yeah, Man City ended up making it 8 in a row in the end. Who knows if they'll win it this season? Who knows? It's shaping up to be a good title race. Obviously, them Chargers never came with anything, so they're still going strong. Arsenal did finally win the league in 28-29. Then Liverpool had a couple, Chelsea, and then 2 more for Arsenal. And if you were paying attention earlier, you'd see that Arsenal were actually 11th. So what a terrible, terrible defence of their title. Also, worth pointing out that Jurgen Klopp's still at Liverpool, so obviously that won't be the case in the next edition. But yeah, in this world, he decided to never leave. But in this world, the Liverpool badge also looks like that. So that is the Premier League. That said, we'll look at players later. We'll just go through a few of these leagues. No surprises. Real Madrid, Barcelona most of the time. Atletico Madrid did get one. At the moment, Real Madrid again. Barcelona, neck and neck. No great surprises there. Serie A is a bit more interesting. Napoli had a couple. AC Milan, Napoli again, Inter, Juventus. They're probably not going to win it this season. I think Inter's doing quite well, aren't they? I haven't really looked at the tables, to be fair. It's Bundesliga, so I did win it twice, as I mentioned, with RB Leipzig, and then the manager who came after me, here's Didier Deschamps. He won it, and then finished runner-up afterwards. Borussia Dortmund always bridesmaid. That's a horrible run, isn't it? Yeah, I feel sorry for fans of German teams. At least looks like Xabi Alonso's going to shake things up a little bit, though. Not much better here, though, is it? Not with Man City. Ligue 1, no surprises, it's mostly PSG. Olympique Marseille did get one, and they're currently leading this season, so hopefully they can get another one. Missed the days when they had like 6 winners in six years. That was a good period of French football. We'll have a quick look. Holland. Let's get a few. PSV, Feyenoord, just usual suspects. Usual suspects there. Portugal's not going to be much different. Porto, Benfica, Sporting got one. We could look at the Scottish Premier League, couldn't we? Because it was on here, was it? Yeah. Aberdeen actually leading at the moment, but Celtic do have that game in hand. Shock horror, eh? Just all Celtic. I'd love to actually. The Rangers job was up for grabs, and I didn't get it. I was really annoyed. I'd have won them the league, definitely. Be nice. Maybe one day I'll play as like an Aberdeen or someone like that and try and stop this. They just don't have the money, do they? So, let's look at players. And I think I've already got it set up. If we look at players between 26 and 31, anyone sort of older, probably sort of past their peak a little bit. I've got it set up by transfer value, so there will be some who are not for sale. Obviously, who are like really good, but the ones who have got like really high values. Fabian Alschwader. So he's at Hertha in their second team when the game starts. And one of the top players at the moment playing for Man United. Although he hasn't played a lot of games for some reason. Okay, he's a really expensive player with decent stats, and he's not even playing any games for them. Oh, we'd have him on loan. Not for them wages though. Lamine Yamal. Pretty good stats. Barcelona, so you do well to get him from them. Sekia. Decent stats again, lots of green and yellow in there. That was at Monaco. When you start? Oh, they got him for free, look. Oh, well done, Dortmund. What's he worth now? 219, 263. Yikes. So I don't think we've sort of re-scouted a lot of really top players, as you can see. So I'm just going by value here. Stats speak for themselves. So this guy's at Arsenal, Ukalago or something like that. He's at Schalke. 68 mil. I won't go for everyone, but we'll look at a few at the top here. El Viva. Is that Levante? Liverpool paid 80 million for him. Mengual. 19 goals already. Atletico. Hendrick. So, you might have noticed earlier as well that Newcastle are in the drop zone in my game. And they have a decent squad as well. SEP, I don't know SEPR. There's a Brazilian team. That's Sao Paulo? I don't know. SEP. Rafael Fernandes. BRG in Portugal. Edge Every. Decent stats for him. We got a few goals. Is that River Plate? No, of course, there's some good Argentinians on this actually, I've noticed. I'm sort of going down. I mean, Dembele, I actually signed him for Leipzig, but then ended up joining England before I got a chance to use him. But he did play for me in the England squad, and it's very good. He's at Fulham. Bisharabi was really good as well. He's a Leipzig player. I signed Neva, and he says 2024, so I'm not sure if he'd actually be in the game when it starts. And Fresneda, he's been linked with Arsenal a few times in real life, and a few other big clubs. He is quite good, playing for Man United. Putu, I signed and sold when I was at Leipzig. It's quite good. And he starts at Saint Etienne. We'll just look at Ashley Phillips lastly. So, yeah, they signed him, didn't they? Recently, he gets good. So Tottenham fans will be happy to know. I had him in my England team, and he was solid at the back, really good. I mean, of course, there's hundreds of thousands of players. I'll have a quick look at my Southampton team. And so obviously a few of these are. Let's get this in order, shall we? A few of these obviously regens. I recently signed Luis Espinosa, finishing of 18, decent dribbling and first touch. He scored 7 in five games, so he's definitely helping keep us up. The only thing is, he has got like a 40 million release clause on him, but we signed him for about 5, so I'll have to give him a new contract. Hopefully before anyone tries to take him away. Simon Adringa's been really good for me, actually. I'm recording this the day that Brighton won away at Sheffield United, and I think he scored a couple. So yeah, he gets really decent on here. But he's leaving us at the end of the season. He's getting old now. That's his career. He sort of went to Ipswich for a bit in the Championship, but then Southampton signed him. He's been good, surprisingly good for me. So yeah, that's my team. I'm not going to go through them all. I don't know which ones are regens and which ones aren't. I haven't been here long enough. But I just thought I'd point him out because I do recognise him as a player. Yeah, it's interesting to see where I can take this Southampton team, especially with all the money we've got. Minus 60 in the hole. So that's going to be tough. But as long as we just stay up, I think they're going to be happy. And hopefully I can build on that. I just want a top job in the Premiership now. That's what I was hoping I would get after the England job. But it wasn't to be. But never mind. Maybe we can turn Southampton into a force. But yeah, it's just an interesting little video. You can see, just to show off some players and show off some winners. And then, yeah, maybe I'll do another one for 15 or 20 years if I get there. So, yeah, hope it's been interesting. I do enjoy making these little Football Manager videos. It's been a really fun ride, and I'm going to play a little bit more right now. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again in the next one.